We go back to the phone lines. It is Keith Nunley, who is your trusted nationwide insurance for auto, home, business, and life insurance. Get a quote today by visiting Nunley Insurance Nationwide on Facebook. Bryan Barrett, the play-by-play voice and general all-around king of WGNS, joins us on the Keith Nunley Nationwide Insurance Hotline. Bryan, an exciting broadcast tonight, an exciting win for Blackman.
It most definitely was. Let me finish shining up my crown here. Exciting win. It came down to Thomas Burks, the junior kicker for the Blackman Blaze, and last year in the McCauley game at home, they won it on by his toe, and the toe got it done again this time. It was a 31-yard field goal as time expired to give Blackman the 38-35 victory, and it was a heck of a game. It was one of the best ones we've had all year.
This Bradley Central team, they were no joke. You know, they were. We expected them to battle with Maryville for the region crown over there, and it turns out that Maryville was the class of that side. But Hardin Valley, who got a win tonight over Riverdale, and Bradley Central are no slouches. And you know, you have to take your hats off to them coming up to Blackman and giving it a big effort.
Well, here's the story about how kind of all that went down. Cole Copeland, their quarterback, Mr. Football semifinalist this year, was last year. He got hurt in the Maryville game, which they lost, and then the next week they had Hardin Valley, and they lost by a point, 14-13. He was 8-0 this year in games where he was healthy and started, and it was he's something else. I'm telling you. Tonight, he was 22 of 40 for 315 yards passing.
Wow.
And he had one receiver. He had like 4 or 5 receivers to throw to. They ran the ball just enough. I mean, they were really, really tough. And one of the better quarterbacks that I've seen in a while. And I really think they would have challenged Hardin Valley, probably would have beaten Hardin Valley from everybody that I've talked to, and even from the folks around here. They really thought that Hardin or Bradley Central was maybe better than Hardin Valley with a healthy Cole Copeland. But he was great, but so was his battery mate for Blackman, Connor Mitchell. He had 108 yards on 14 carries and was 7 of 13 with 52 yards. And he had a great game tonight along with Master Teague. Kind of took a little pressure off of Master Teague, who still had 152 yards on 22 carries, but he picked up quite the load tonight because they really keyed on Master.
We're talking to Bryan Barrett, the play-by-play voice for WGNS in Murfreesboro, as he and his crew covered the Blackman win over Bradley Central. Dennis Weaver, Eric Keith on the Friday Night Thunder Scoreboard Show.
All right, Bryan, have you guys decided what game you're going to cover next week?
Yeah, we're going to go to Oakland. We haven't seen them here in the playoffs, and their game with Hardin Valley, and see what the Oakland Patriots can do against Hardin Valley, and see if they can get to what has been anticipated really all year, probably for Maryville and for Oakland. I know Blackman's going to stand in the way, and the rematch of last year's quarterfinals there. So we're hoping either for Oakland Blackman or Oakland Maryville, or some combination of such going into the Final Four.
All righty, Bryan, we appreciate your time as always and the wonderful job that you do. And we enjoyed listening to it here in our studio during the game time, and we broke away to get on the network a little bit early. But it turned out that Eric and I both were listening to your call of the field goal. Big call, great call, and once again, we appreciate you so much for everything you do.
Sounds good. I'm glad we could make that happen. I just want to make one more point about Cole Copeland, because I found this out after we went off the air tonight.
Uh-huh.
He was just a few yards shy of passing for 10,000 yards in his career at Bradley Central. He's going to play at UTC next year, but that's pretty special when you can rack up almost 10,000 yards in your career in high school.
Yeah, I don't even know if I can drive 10,000 yards. So, congratulations, congratulations on the great win for Blackman, and I hope that you get a chance to broadcast an Oakland Blackman contest the night after Thanksgiving.
That would be awesome. That would be a cool day after Thanksgiving event.
It definitely would, for sure. All right, buddy. We appreciate you. Have a great evening and a great weekend, okay?
You too, Dennis. Thank you.
All righty. That is Bryan Barrett of WGNS.